Okay. Before the weekly reset tomorrow, we need to check out all the new stuff. Probably really quick, since the finale was the previous week. But I am excited. I heard there's some more like audio recordings and whatnot. Reason why we say that is within our triumphs. We still got 3 more of these that I just haven't done. But yeah, essentially there's more of this. Like 1 more page in the lore book or whatever. So we need to check it out. Also, I finally got my bow. This week was the Spire dungeon, so I was busting my butt to get this done. Oh, so happy. All right, let's listen to the audio recording.
Oh, sister, look at how far we've come. I was always destined to become a queen, and you a knight. Just like that facile human game you like so much.
Chess?
Knights are so powerful there, agile and unpredictable.
I assume chess.
But there's only a thin line between the knights and the pawns. Do you know which side you're on? Ah, now the witness. There's a king with vision. It has an end in mind, and it knows what that means. Your game has always been the attack and trade, the thrill of victory and the agony of retreat. When the means is violence, you're happy to no end. But this game isn't fought to the last knight standing, or even the queen. It ends when the king has no moves left. Not endless fighting, but the end of fighting. Listen to me go on. You've got other
Look at her go.
problems wherever you are. You've been locked out of your own castle. Mortal for the first time in millennia. As someone recently back from the dead, I sympathize. But before you move to retaliate, just check. What will it mean to be a knight after the game is ended?
Man, whoever writes Savathun's lines, kudos to him. I love that. Just all that metaphor. Fantastic. Alright, 1 more lore book, and I think that's it for this week. But I've been avoiding Bife's and Mylin's videos all week for this. So a little bit has been spoiled for me, but it's okay. Chapter 8. Oh, it's the last page of the book of Rites of Passage. Proportionality. Savathun flew heavily through the Still have the lisp. Savathun flew heavily through the shifting skies of her throne world. She struggled to build speed. Her wings seemed frustratingly stiff following her resurrection. She felt slow and uncoordinated, as if her body was not yet entirely her own. She frowned and drifted to the side, favoring her right, and did not see the spinning disk of void energy until it caught her low in the thorax and sent her tumbling to the ground. There was a terrible noise, a flash of purple metal, and then it was over. And Maru materialized in a burst of light. He looked down at Savathun and then up at Saint 14, who stood over her body. Already? Maru muttered in disbelief. Saint's face was hidden beneath his helmet. The lavender ribbons on his armor swayed and trailed with each heavy breath. It took him a moment to acknowledge the ghost. I heard you were in Vanguard custody, Saint said. I'm not a prisoner, Maru sniffed. More like an insurance policy. Anyway, I could sense something happened, and Eris let me come down and check it out. Saint nodded, his focus still on Savathun. Something happened, yes, he said, and nudged the pile of broken chitin and crumpled wing with his boot. Maru hovered close to Savathun. I'm not even gonna ask, he said while channeling his light. Savathun rose to her knees. She took a raspy breath, opened her eyes, and found Saint. She smiled. For us. Saint stopped her. Marv flew into Saint's face. All right, he shouted, you made your point. Saint, wiping the steamy ichor from his visor with a thumb, and gestured to Savathun's remains. Again, he said pointedly. Yeah, I don't think so, Amar replied and initiated his transmat. Saint suddenly flared with void energy. He threw his palms out to his sides, and a violet ward of dawn dome burst from him. Amar felt it ripple through him like a pressure wave, disrupting his transmission. I didn't know bubbles could do that. Interesting. He bobbed unsteadily. He was unable to see, but he could feel, and now Saint's armored hand gripped him so tightly that a hairline split ran through his shell. You will bring her back. I'm getting a little tired of you people threatening to kill me, Mars said with a muffled void. Saint's fist loosened by a fraction. You will bring her back, and I give my word that you and she will both leave when I am finished. When you're finished, Maru echoed. He felt Saint release him. He sensed for Savathun's form beneath, hidden in the black. Oh, he's blinded because of Saint's helmet. Oh, I get it now. I was wondering what was happening. I forgot about Saint's helmet. It blinds everyone, lets you keep armor of light outside the bubble. He grimaced, focused his light, and Savathun began to rise once more. Savathun, Saint said, and killed her. You're very new to resurrection as a light bearer. Oh, it's still Saint talking. I thought Maru was mocking Saint. Okay. You are very new to resurrection as a light bearer. In the beginning, there is a weakness when you first come back, like waking from a deep sleep, from a coma. That is why I can best you. You are still unsteady. You are Hive, and you know suffering. You come from death. It is nothing to you. But I think, maybe, you do now know how it feels to be helpless. I will teach you. After a long, long time, Saint was finished. The dome vanished, exposing the Exo, the ghost, and the god to the murky throne world sky. Saint slowly keyed in his transport request and removed his helmet. As he transmitted out, he looked once more at Savathun. This was not for Osiris, he said, his voice hoarse and ragged. This was for me. When Saint returned home, Osiris met him at the door. You were gone a while. That must have been quite the patrol. You hungry? And Saint 14, the greatest Titan who ever lived, fell into his open arms and wept. You know, can't say I didn't see this coming. But dang, Saint just kind of went ham. Well, there you go. The last page of the lore book. We have 2 more audio recordings, and that's about it. Probably a cutscene to lead us into the next season, where we will have to figure out how to build a portal into the Traveler. Or, not portal, but like, to follow the Witness. Because we only got 1 more season to bring us into final shape. Yeah, that's cool. I wasn't expecting this stuff to continue. So, super short. 10 minutes. We'll probably do this again for the next weekly stuff. This will be posted way late. So, as you can see, the date at the bottom, that's when I'm recording this. No idea when it'll get uploaded, but internet's still crappy. No streams. Apologies. We're going to be stuck with this stuff. But hope you enjoyed it. This is our first part of the post-finale. However I want to name it in the title. There we go. Boop.